Hi there, U.S. government students. It's Mr. Kerr, and we're going to be talking Week 10, one of the most important concepts of this entire semester, one person, one vote. So when you show you the suggested schedule here, let me pop down here real quick, open this up. So Tuesday through Monday as usual, and as we go through this, just like to make sure, and of course, as we're going through this, you should be checking your grades. Also, would want to really underline this ballot extra credit opportunity here in Unit 2. It's also here in your calendar, and I really would like everyone to participate in this. Not a required thing, but those of you who are 18 and able to vote, you absolutely should be doing that. And those of you who are not 18 yet or won't be 18 by Election Day, you can participate with a friend or relative, but to go through the voting process. So with that, we're going to be talking about voting this week and exactly what that means in our country and this concept of one person, one vote. The first thing you're going to be doing is going through a timeline of where we came to this concept of one person, one vote. So go through, click on one of these links to get through the timeline so that you can read through it. Goes back, gives us a little bit of history on voting in our country. And then what you'll be doing is you'll be watching a video called One Person, One Vote. And while you are watching that, you are to take notes. So open up the notes here, either in Word or PDF or a Google Doc, and then click on the video, and you will take your notes as you're watching the video on One Person, One Vote. You will put your notes here in the Dropbox, and then you will have a discussion board. So using your notes, and then you're going to watch this one other video, the Electoral College Explained, and then you are going to answer this question. So after reading the voting rights timeline, watching the One Person, One Vote video, learning about the concept of one person, one vote, and watching this video on the Electoral College, what is your opinion about the Electoral College process in our presidential election? Okay, so this is your opinion about the electoral process in our presidential election. Does it fit with one person, one vote, or does it make sense for the United States today? So it's your opinion, what you think about the electoral process. Does it fit with this concept that we learned about? And it's not asking your opinion on one person, one vote. It's asking, do you think the Electoral College process fits in this concept of one person, one vote? Does it make sense for the United States today? And you will answer that down here. Your post will be worth 60 points, 1 to 2 paragraphs using 5 underlined vocab words from your notes that you took on the video from the day before, and then replying to at least 2 classmates, 20 points each. Replies should have at least 3 sentences and 2 pieces of evidence in each reply, and you'll be replying down here. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Again, would really like for everyone to participate in the ballot extra credit opportunity. And again, if you have any questions about that at all, your grades or what's happening in this class and where we're going, please let me know. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you much.